Hello and welcome to Pandora FMS. In today's video, we'll see how the new remote inventory works, which is available from Pandora FMS version 766. First of all, you must have the inventory server enabled, and you may check it from the server list from the console. If it is not enabled, edit the server configuration file and configure the value of the inventory server field to 1. Restart the server after saving the changes so that they are applied and inventory server is active. In previous versions, if you went to the configuration of a remote inventory module under Configuration Inventory Modules, you are able to see the following format. There is the option to change the name, description, operating system on which it will work, interpreter, activating or deactivating the block mode, format, and at the end, a text box containing the code the inventory module will execute. The latter has been modified to give you the option to choose between indicating the inline code, which was the only option available before, and choosing a script path on the machine. This actually gives you the possibility of having more complex plugins deployed and in a wider variety of languages, since you could use a compiled plugin in the programming language of your choosing and reference for the execution of the resulting binary, without having to execute the inline code, although this option, as we see, is still available to anyone who wants to use this method. To see it more simply, go to Pandora FMS environment in version 766. Go back to Settings, Inventory Modules, and click, for example, on Cisco Interface Remote Inventory for Cisco systems. You see how all the upper fields are equal except for the last one, where you will choose either the inline code or script or binary path to be executed. The default modules are configured to make use of the inline code. For the purposes of this video, we'll do a sample with both methods. First of all, perform a test using the inline code. Don't change anything in the settings and go to Resources Manage Agents. Create a new agent. I will name it test_Cisco with a Cisco operating system, its IP address, and any primary group. Once created, go to the Inventory section in the top menu, select the module to be used, in this case Cisco Interface Remote Inventory. You may modify the interval if you wish so, but there's the option to force execution. Also remember that it is not recommended as a general rule for the interval to have a small value. Depending on the type of data to be stored, the executions may range from 5 minutes to once a day, for example. The target field will refer to the target IP address of the command execution, which in this case will be equal to the IP address of the agent. Finally, for this module, indicate the SNMP community. To that end, indicate it in the username field and leave the password field empty, or activate the Use Custom Fields option and create the community field yourself. Once done, fill in the field value and click Add. Afterwards, click on the Force Execution button, go to the Agent view and to the Inventory section. You will see that you got the information collected by the execution of the Remote Inventory module. Now, if you wish, you may delete the module added to the agent to continue with the explanation to make use of script paths. This is not usual, but for teaching purposes we will do a simulation using the same inline code transfer to a file. After deleting the agent's previous module, go to Settings, Inventory Modules, enter the Cisco module and copy the whole code. This will be copied to a file with extension .pl, since we know that it is a script in Perl and give it the execution permissions. Afterwards, in the console, check the option Use a script and indicate the full path of the file that you just created. It should be noted that it doesn't matter what language is used in the script as long as it can be executed by the machine. The important thing here is that the information output you obtain is the format you expected. To use it, go to the agent you created previously. In the Inventory section, select the module and configure it in the same way you did previously. Once done, click Add and force the Remote Inventory module execution. Go to the Agents view and from there to the Inventory section. You will see that the result obtained in the execution appears, but this time from the execution of a script instead of the inline code. And that was it for today's video. Don't forget it, if you liked the video, smile, give it a thumbs up and subscribe. Any suggestions, questions, or ideas, please leave them in the comments below. Remember that if you're interested in trying Pandora FMS Enterprise, you may contact us to get a free 30-day trial. Thank you very much for your time, and we hope to see you on social media and in future learning videos.